Good morning, everyone. We are here at the Lake Geneva Library on this wonderful Wednesday morning. I'm Lisa Otto.
Jen Lepkowski.
And the Geneva Show Report. And we are here because today is the first of 2 design workshops that the Lake Geneva Library is hosting from 9 a.m. today until 5 p.m. and then a 6 p.m. public meeting will follow. And then the same thing will go on March 10th. So 2 different days, all day long. Stop in at your convenience and check out what they have going on. Put down some ideas or some concerns you have about changes that could possibly be made to the Lake Geneva Library. They're trying to bring our library into the 21st century. And
there's a lot of great ideas floating
there
around.
is. And then some would say some not great ideas. Yes. But nonetheless, they're trying to make this library, which Lake Geneva has kind of outgrown,
Yes.
Just fit better. So just a quick scan of what we have going on right now. Well, what we have is a beautiful lake view.
Yes, it's amazing.
That is definitely one of the bonuses of our library and its wonderful location. But when we're done walking through the library, we're going to head down to the gathering room and check out what they have going on, the FEH design group and the library staff. It's fairly large, actually, when you walk through the whole thing.
It is.
Just a lot of stuff in it. And then, of course, all the way down here at the west end, more great windows and great views. All right, so we're going to head down to the design room, and we'll be sharing that with you as well. Okay.
Right, so I'm Patrick.
Patrick, okay.
Hi.
Hello, Patrick. You were at FEH Design.
Design, yes.
Okay. And what do we have going on here?
Okay, so we took, if you look at these drawings, these are different concepts, ideas for ways to think about the library going forward. The orange shows where the building is now. The red shows possible additions, things we're studying. We're looking at getting feedback from everybody for different options. Some of the ways we looked at it, for instance, number A, we're looking at what if we took some of the existing collections and put some of them in high density storage in the basement? Because right now we're looking at a lot more need for space for the collections. So we could use some of the basement space and put some of the collection down there in high density storage. That would keep the building pretty close to the existing footprint. Some people have an interest in that, so we want to explore that option. There's different options for how we could explore expanding the building. If we want, instead of putting it in the basement, for instance, this one would not put any in the basement. So you could have a glass box on the lake side and then see the building through that glass box. Another option would be to have an addition on the street side. So there's different options for ways you can expand. One option we were talking about is what to do with this 2-story space where the adult fiction section is. We thought maybe it'd be interesting to have an outdoor terrace connected to it and make it a 1-level instead of a 2-level. People can go out and read outside. Several of these also include those outdoor reading areas to the south facing the lake, so there'd be opportunities for people to go from the library and look out at the lake while they're reading. These have a couple different ones on both sides. Some are smaller, again, looking at the idea of high density shelving down in the basement. This one takes an idea of using this axial shape and shifting it to face the lake instead of having it along the street angle. That would be 2 intersecting shapes and would use a different approach. So we appreciate anybody who can write down their thoughts. We've got sheets of paper on the table that
Okay, and I see.
everything.
You can write down ideas
on
according
the
to
letters.
each one.
So if you see something on A you like, there's sheet A there, you can write down. If there's something you don't like, you can put that down too.
I have a question.
Yeah.
So far, the comments and advertising and presentation has indicated that the changes that would be made would be to the interior of the library. But everything I'm looking at here, you're going to modify right building, and
So-
you expect to walk away with with all of your pieces intact? I mean,
So,
this,
no.
this place was designed by Frank Lloyd Wright.
Well, it was designed by an associate of his, James Dresser.
Okay.
But
thank you.
it's in his style, so we certainly want to respect the architecture. Any proposal that we have, we would want to treat it fairly and nicely.
But why aren't you
So-
why isn't that in the literature? Because everything I see here changes
Well,
outside
And if you
appearance of
see,
it,
we've
except
got
the one.
an option that has a pretty minimal approach, and that would be something we would be happy to explore, and we are going to explore that. And when we have a more developed solution,
Okay, but there are 8
you'd be able to
options
see
there,
it.
and the one
Right.
This
doesn't
is the-
change the appearance.
This is the one that we're gonna try to adjust the collections by using compact shelving and things inside the building to make it work. We're testing that out. We don't know if it fits, but we're gonna try. So
We
we're
would-
starting with that one, and that's why it's the first one that came to everybody's mind. But also understand that this building was added on to before we got here in the 50s. There was a porch addition and there was 2 ends put onto this building that were additions to the original building. So we're not doing anything that hasn't been done in the past. We're just trying to figure out how do you make this a 21st century library as best we can within what you got. So we're starting with this, and we're saying here's a bunch of other ideas, and they include, some people ask for parking. I don't know if parking will fly in the park, but somebody asked for it and we said we'll study it. And we're studying every possible thing that we can think of, and we really would appreciate whatever you like or dislike. That's kind of what these sheets are here for, because we're gonna listen to what you say, and we're gonna try to incorporate those comments in the plans as we develop them.
Would the basement area be accessible to the public, or is that merely storage?
If it were compact shelving, it would only be accessible by staff. Otherwise, we'd have to put an elevator in the building, and that would cost about $100,000. So if it's only staff access, pardon?
111.
Okay. If it's only staff access, then we wouldn't necessarily have to put a lift in.
Does this place have a big basement?
it's a good size.
It's about this size, so it's probably 30 by 50, something like that. It's full of ductwork, it's low ceiling height.
Yeah, so it's
It's
not
not
something.
good space for the public, it's not pretty space like this is. It was utilitarian space, and right now it's being used for storage and mechanical equipment.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, thank both of you. And
So that's as far as we are, but please share your comments, because like I said, what you like or dislike is important for us to know, so we study the right stuff.
okay, so there you have it, everyone. A design workshop here at the library regarding changes. Come and put down different plans that you like, what you don't like, and you can make your comments on all the different sheets. I'm Lisa Otto.
Jen Lepkowski.
And the Geneva Shore Report.
Which ones do we want to study? Which one are we going to take?